Hi everyone, it's Anthony from GamingCardsMore, and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be featuring the last Pokemon deck that we have put together. So my special guest is Josiechu.
Hi!
And like I said in my last hockey break videos, that there would be a special giveaway for this video. So I want you to comment in the comments, hashtag Pokemon, if you want to be entered. So what do they got to do?
Comment hashtag Pokemon.
Also like the channel, be a subscriber. That would be great. So before I show you what she's giving away, I'll show you a little sample of some stuff that she has made. So right here we have a unicorn that she made for Josiechu. And the unicorn's name is? Amara. She named the unicorn Amara. So that is Amara, the unicorn. Oh, and if you didn't see the horn, it's hiding behind all that hair. There's her magic horn. Yeah. So then, next you see Baymax and a Moogle from Final Fantasy. And a little Yoda, not baby Yoda, but regular older Yoda. He's just small. So, that's going to bring us to what our giveaway is. Do you want to pass me the giveaway item, please?
Can I do a drum roll?
Sure, you can do a drum roll. I have a sound effect that I can add, you know. Oh. And the giveaway for commenting, hashtag Pokemon the video, is going to be this handmade, crocheted Pokemon hat, which I am now going to move these guys. So say hi to Moogle. Bye, Moogle. Yay. Say bye to Yoda. Bye, Yoda. Yay. Say bye to Baymax. Ah! Baymax was holding it all together. And say goodbye to Amara. And we'll move this in. So it's going to be a little harder to see because, well, it's just tough. But there is the hat that you can win for commenting hashtag Pokemon. So without further ado, let's get into the cards for the last deck. The last deck is red and purple, so I think Psychic and Fire Pokemon. But we'll get her to read out what this card is.
It's a trainer. His name is Bill, and if you get him, draw 2 cards.
Trainer Bill, draw 2 cards. You got 3 of those, and they're pretty old.
Yeah.
So like I've told you in previous Pokemon videos, we don't know a lot about it. We just bought her the cards because she enjoyed them. Read the rules and put together some decks, so I don't know if they're any good.
Trainer. Pokemon reversal. Flip a coin. If heads, choose one of your opponent's benched Pokemon and switch it with one of the defending Pokemon. Your opponent chooses the defending Pokemon to switch.
And then we got here Bridget. I'll take this one. Okay. Search your deck for 1 basic Pokemon EX or 3 basic Pokemon except for Pokemon EX and put them onto your bench. Shuffle your deck afterwards. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So you get to search for a good card or 3 basic Pokemon, right? What's that one?
Energy
Retrieval.
I couldn't tell what word it was. Trade one of the other cards in your hand for up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard.
So basically
pile.
You take a card that's in your hand you might not need, put it in your discard pile, and grab 2 energies back, because energies are important, right? Yeah. Again, that's another really old one. That's an uncommon. Most of the trainer cards are uncommon. Another energy retrieval. Then there is this float stone. The Pokemon this card is attached to has no retreat cost. So that means instead of making them flee by paying how much energy, you can just bring them back.
Pokemon catcher. I can't tell because of the flash.
Oh, flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
If heads, switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon.
Okay.
So if they have a really strong one out and you win the flip, you can put on one of their weaker ones from the bench, right?
Good. Energy removal. Choose one energy card attached to your opponent's one of your opponent's Pokemon and discard it.
And that's important because all the Pokemon need energy to do their abilities and stuff, right?
Yeah.
To retreat and everything. So, and another energy retrieval. So that's it for the trainer cards. That one has a lot less trainer cards. It's far more Pokemon heavy. So we'll start off with Cresselia. So I'm not sure what a Cresselia is, but it has the ability, My Way. If there is any stadium card in play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. Deals 70 damage. If you have any 2 energy and a psychic energy, heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. So,
Moltres, is that what
yep.
it says?
So the first move, Combustion.
And Flying Flare. You may do 40 more damage if you have this Pokemon.
Deal 20 damage to itself.
Okay.
So instead of 80 damage to your opponent's Pokemon, you can deal 120 damage if you deal an additional 20 to your own. So here we have Hoopa, Foily,
Let's go.
Hyper Space Punch. This attack does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply weakness or resistance to benched Pokemon. Or Portal Strike. This Pokemon can't use Portal Strike during your next turn. So you can use it once, then you have to wait, and then you can use it again.
Yep,
Another Hoopa, but non-foil.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know this set. It's a Ponyta. Her attack is Ember. Discard 1 fire energy card attached to Ponyta in order to do this attack.
So this one's got a bit of damage here. But the reason why we have Ponyta is because of evolution. So here's another Ponyta from a different set. So this one is Returning Flames. Put 2 fire energy from your discard pile into your hand. That's always a good thing. But it only deals 10 damage, right? So 10 damage at a time is not a lot. But then you can go from Ponyta to
Rapidash.
Stage 1 Rapidash Foil.
Flip a coin, agility. Flip a coin if heads.
Prevent all effects of attacks, including damage, done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. So they can't paralyze it, they can't damage it. That's pretty cool. Sweet. Can you read the other one?
I try to do it from here because there's no flash.
Okay.
This attack, Overrun, this attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon.
Don't apply weakness or resistance.
Yeah.
So then we got a Doduo that does a double stab. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 10 damage times the number of heads. And then Doduo Delivery to draw 2 cards. So drawing cards is always good in any card game like this. So that's why that's there. Couple Doduos. But what evolves from Doduo?
I don't know how to say
Dodrio. Stage 1 Dodrio. Retreat Aid. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, active Pokemon's retreat cost is 2 colorless energy less. 3 colorless energy on him for 40 times. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 40 times the number of heads. So if you flipped 3 heads, it would do 120 damage. If you flipped 2 heads, it'd do 80. And if you flipped 1, it'd do 40. If you flipped no heads, 0. Another Dodrio. Non-foily, though. Look at this little one. Who's that? Jirachi?
That's hard to pronounce.
It's kind of cute. It's got a little bow tie here.
It's cute. I want it. Wait, it's already here.
So it's got Wish. Search your deck for a card and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck afterwards. Well, that's awesome because then you can go through and find any card in your deck that you want, right?
Sweet, yeah. Heart
Sign does 50 damage. That's a uncommon foily card. Who's that?
King. I don't know.
Kangaskhan.
I
Kangaskhan.
don't know how to pronounce.
So that's another oldie. That's a foily rare.
That's cool.
What's his ability?
Fetch, draw a card for 1 colorless energy, and then for Comet Punch, flip 4 coins. This attack does 20 damage times the number of heads.
So if you flip 4 heads, that's
Whoa.
80 damage. If you flip 3, that's 60. If you flip 2, that's 40. If you flip 1, that's 20. And if you flip 0, no damage. So a non-foily Kangaskhan, also going to do the same thing. A different Kangaskhan from a different set. So it does Tiny Punch, does 40 damage, and Mega Punch for 100 damage. So no fancy abilities, just punches people. Or other Pokemon.
Yeah.
Just punches them. So you got 2 of those Kangaskhan's. Then you got, which does Victory Kiss. So once during your turn, before your attack, if this Pokemon is on your bench, heal 10 damage from your active Pokemon. Then hug. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. So you got 2 of those foily Jinxes. Oh.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Who is that?
He's so cute. It's a Mew.
Can you read that big word? Try. Clairvoyance. It means you see things into the future, right? Your opponent reveals his or her hand. Makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Psychic ability. What's that do?
This attack does 10 more damage for each energy attached to your Pokemon's
To your opponent's active Pokemon. So if they have 5 energy attached to their Pokemon, it's going to deal 50 additional damage. This is a promo foil. It's a full art. So you can see down here, it's got the little promo star. So promo Mew. Now here's an old one.
Well, it looks like he's dabbing.
So an old Mew. We'll show you that one. That's a foily rare. It does the ability copy. Choose one of your defending a Pokemon's attacks. Copy copies that attack. This attack does nothing if Mew doesn't have energy necessary to use that attack. You must still do anything else required for that attack. Mew performs the attack. Extra draw. If your opponent has any Pokemon X in play, search your deck for up to 2 basic energy and attach them to Mew. Shuffle your deck anywhere. So that means you're going to get extra energy that you may need to use the copy ability. And that's a pretty cool looking Delta species foil rare older Mew.
That's cool, yeah. Ooh.
So what do you got there?
Alakazam EX.
Alakazam EX. Which does Kinesis, the ability. When you play M Alakazam X from your hand to evolve this Pokemon before it evolves, you may put 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon and 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Suppression. Put 3 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon that has energy attached to it. Ouch. So this guy doesn't really attack, but he does some nasty stuff without having to really attack, right? So this one's also a foily rare. Alakazam EX.
That's another Alakazam EX.
With the same abilities, but this is a full art version.
Yeah.
So it's just a different version that I'm under the impression. So, but it does the same thing.
Oh, it's so adorable. Flareon EX.
And what's the ability?
Flash Fire. Once during your turn,
Before your attack, you may move a fire
energy from one of your Pokemon to this Pokemon.
Okay.
And Blaze Ball. This attack does 20 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon.
So nasty how that ability works with that, right? It's just going to do a lot.
What if you have like 10 10.
Look at that.
Whoa.
I bet you don't even remember some of these cards because we never really look at them. We just made the decks and never really played. So this one's a Ninetales EX, also a foily rare. Flare bonus. Discard a fire energy from your hand if you do draw 3 cards. So you're noticing the theme in this deck. You're doing a lot of discarding and returning energy from your graveyard or from your discard pile. Fire Blast, flip a coin. If tails, discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. But if heads, you're dealing 130 damage to your enemy's Pokemon. And the last Pokemon,
Mewtwo EX.
So you had 2 Mewtwo's and now you have a Mewtwo EX. This one does Shatter Shot.
I have 2 Mews, but...
Or a Mews, right? Sorry. And then this Mewtwo. This attack does 30 damage times the amount of psychic energy attached to the Pokemon. So if you have 4 psychic energy, it does 120 damage. Damage change. Switch all damage counters on this active Pokemon with those of your opponent's active Pokemon. So if your opponent only has 10 damage counter on it, and yours has like 8, you could switch them around. So theirs has 8 and yours only has 1. Or 10, right? So you know what I mean. But anyways, that's it for this red and psychic Pokemon deck. So I'll just give you a quick
The trainers too.
Recap of the Pokemon creatures. Let us know in the comments what you think. We don't know much about combos or anything, so as I tried to explain it the best as possible that I could. But there's the Pokemon. Josie Chu's going to hand me the trainer cards. Here's the trainer cards.
I'm still looking at them because it's going to be cool. My favorite in this deck is...
So if you guys have any ideas,
the Flareon.
let us know. Her favorite's the Flareon. And of course, just the energy to make the deck run. No special energy in this one or anything. Just standard energy. So guys, again, if you want to get into the contest for this awesome Pokemon hat, brand new, handmade by my wife, hashtag Pokemon is the comment that you're going to make, and I will mail this to you. So I will give you, we'll say till the 12th of February to enter this contest. You have till the 12th to come to the comments, like the video, and comment hashtag Pokemon.
Can anyone do it?
No, you can't enter. Your mother can make you one. That's not fair. It's for the subscribers of the channel. Anyways, this is Anthony from Gaming Cards and More saying thank you so much for checking out our Pokemon video. Say goodbye, Josie.
Bye-bye.
That's Josie Chu saying bye-bye. Thanks again, everybody. If you have any comments, suggestions, ideas, let us know what we're doing wrong. Let us know what we're doing right. Make sure to comment hashtag
Pokemon.
to enter for
Pokemon.
this
Pokeball
awesome
hat.
Pokeball hat that you could be wearing on your noodle to keep your ears and head warm. Handmade, crocheted Pokemon hat. So, thanks guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening.